Okay. I don't think I was actually live. I think I am now. Maybe. Hi. Yeah, I think I tried doing a live just a few minutes ago, and I don't think anyone was able to see it because I think I made it private accidentally. Still trying to wrap my head around this whole streaming thing. I haven't only done it a couple times, and this isn't super. It doesn't seem as straightforward as it should be. Can everybody hear me all right? That's the one thing I can't tell looking at the computer whether or not you can hear me all right. Yes. Okay, good. Is it too loud, too quiet? Seem all right? All right, good. Perfect. Yes, I have been gone for quite a while. I'll move this over here so I can see it better, I think. And I guess over there's fine. Start off, it's like 90 degrees in here. So, and I don't really plan on, being super ASMR. This is more about update stuff right now. I do have flashlights here, obviously, as you saw on the thumbnail. Like I said, it's really hot in here. That's why I'm drinking some root beer. Basically, I wanted to get on and give a few updates about where I've been, what's going on. There's been a lot of comments asking, if I'm all right and stuff like that. So I thought I'd give a little update on that. Basically, life. I think anybody that's been a subscriber or watcher for a long time knows that I kind of, to some extent, disappear during the summers. It seems like I'm always super busy in the summer, so I don't have time to do videos and stuff. And then in the middle of winter, it's so cold where I record that it's hard to record. So I have like good times in the fall and the spring. But more so, the one of the big changes for me has been I got a new job. And not only did I get a new job, but I didn't fully leave my previous job. So I go work a normal work week at my new job, and then in the evenings I go and work at my previous job. So I'm doing, 55, 60 hours a week. So that, and then, everything else with life after that, keeps me rather busy. I do have a few videos I did record. I just haven't had a chance to edit them yet. That's one of the reasons I jumped on and decided to do a live stream rather than recording an update video and then posting it, because I just knew I wasn't going to have time to get it all together and upload it and all that. And that is one of the other updates for me, is that I can actually stream now because we actually got real internet at my house. Reliable, fast internet. So hopefully we'll be able to do a lot more streams once I get this streaming figured out fully. Hopefully that's the plan, is to get the streaming figured out. And that way I can do more live streams, maybe start doing some stuff on Twitch as well, maybe some gameplay type stuff if I ever have enough time to do that. But, so that's pretty much my update. But if anybody wants to just talk about anything, hang out for a little bit, that's fine. I don't know. What's everybody else been up to lately? Or do you just want me to get the flashlight out? It seriously is like 90 in here. I'm in the attic of my garage. Yeah, work. Yes, getting kids ready for the school. School. Oh man, that was a big issue for us. Right when they sent all the kids home from school last year, they expected them to do school online at home, and our internet was so utterly horrible. My daughter, who was in third grade that year, she would have 10 questions, 10 math problems to do on like they did on Google something or other. I don't know. She would, and she'd go through and answer all the questions and hit submit, and our internet was so bad it would sit there and just try to submit it, and eventually it'd time out, and when it timed out, it'd erase all of her answers, so she'd have to go through and do them all over again. That was really stressful for her. Luckily now with our internet now, if they shut down again or anything, we'd be okay now. But I know a lot of people, that was a struggle around here for a lot of people having internet access, and so there was a pretty big push to get it spread out around the area. So luckily now that's a lot better now. But yeah, you got a new job too. Cool. Congrats. Yeah, no, it's been an interesting year, 2 years. It seems crazy. It's that's the one thing. It just seems like the last year and a half has been all mushed together into one session. But anyway, yeah, no, I'm eventually I will cut back on my old job and just do the new one. That's kind of the plan. But I'm gonna keep working there for now because I kind of felt a little bad about leaving there and kind of leaving them, overloaded with work. So I've been going and, like I said, helping in the evenings to help to get them caught up. And if they do ever get caught up, then maybe I'll cut back on that. But the extra money is nice right now, so that's fine too. But anyway, so that's my updates. I do have something interesting that'll be something for you to look forward to when I do my next video. There will be a bunch of changes on the channel, and and by changes I mean I have a new logo and a new intro, and so that'll be interesting. I'm excited to hear everybody's opinions on the new logo and intro and whatnot. So that'll be coming in the next, when I get around to editing the next video. And I paid someone to do it because, like I said, I just don't have the time and or the artistic or the knowledge on how to do that that level of editing. So the wind blowing, I do plan on that. When we were going back and forth with the design of the intro and stuff, they put music in. I said, take all the music out. I'm not gonna use music. I'm gonna do my own thing. So I'm actually gonna still use the audio from the wind blowing. And the wind blowing was actually me blowing on the microphone. little interesting piece of trivia for those of you that are interested in that. I'm not transitioning away from lights. I'll definitely still be using lights. Cassidy, basically the gist of it is I've just been super busy. New job and still keeping my old job. That really is the big bulk of it. But I'm still going to keep doing light triggers and my usual weirdness of stuff. I don't plan on changing my content per se. Like I said, it's just I figured I'd had that intro and that logo and everything since the beginning, basically, almost since the beginning. It was time to change. So it's nice seeing all of you as well. You could ask my wife numerous times. I'm sitting around. Any of them times I'm actually sitting around not doing anything for 5 minutes, and I'm like, man, I really need to record a video again. Oh, I need to get back out there, and I just never can seem to get to it. And that's why I finally the other night realized, wait a minute, I have good internet now. I could live stream, and doing a live stream is so much easier. Because once I get this all set up and working properly, it's just turn it on and start talking. I definitely still plan on doing videos because I really do like the creative aspect of the videos, which isn't there the same with the live stream. So, but yeah. Yeah, I know a lot of people had definitely been struggling with work and whatnot. Around my area, that wasn't as much of an issue as it was in some places, and I never. We never even shut. I never stopped working. We were. I mean, where I worked before was a very small office. There's only 3 of us there, so it was never an issue. We just kept working, and we were classified as essential anyway, so it didn't matter. And we've had plenty of work that and now that things are starting to open back up and everything's coming back, the workload just exploded nonstop. We actually ended up shutting off the phone system and answering machine and everything because there was just so many calls. It was just insane. And now if anybody actually does get a hold of us, we tell them we're just not taking any work. But my new job, basically the big difference is I know those of you that know me or have watched for a long time know that I'm an engineer. So I was working private practice engineering, mostly designing septic systems. But now my new job is government, in the government. So I went from private practice to government, and so it's an interesting transition. But it's the big things for me and the family were insurance and pension and stuff like that. So just reading through a couple of comments. Yes. Yeah, better internet. Like I said, live streams. I do have a flashlight sitting here with me. I gotta get. I just threw this together last minute. First time ever hooking up a GoPro to the computer to live stream with. And then when I got everything all set up, hooked up the camera, I downloaded Streamlabs OBS or something like that, and tried setting it up in there. Couldn't figure out how to make it connect to YouTube. Or it connected, but I don't know, it was weird. And then I figured out, for whatever reason, you can't use the microphone on the GoPro. I would have thought using it as webcam, I could use the microphone on the GoPro too. So then I had to go back and I had to find a microphone and hook that up and get that working. So the whole process was a lot more difficult than I thought it would be. I'd like to get that Streamlabs working. I think that looks like it's got more. I don't know. I guess I got to talk to somebody or read a bunch of tutorials or something, or figure out how to get that set up and working. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what I can do with live streaming and whatnot. The other thing is just being able to have the ability to upload a video at home. That's a huge upgrade for us. Some of you know probably that my wife, that we also have a family vlog channel, which is more or less turned into her mommy lifestyle type videos. She doesn't quite do daily vlogs anymore. There's still a lot of vlogs, but there's a lot of other stuff on there too. But her being able to upload a video, because when we were doing it daily, basically you'd get the video edited, you'd start uploading it when you went to bed, and hopefully be done in the morning so you could schedule it for that day. So like, yeah, 4 to 8 hours, 10 hours to upload a video. I know, a 5, 6, 8 minute video. And now that same video can be uploaded in like 4 or 5 minutes. So that's been a huge thing. Upload download speeds. Our previous internet was through Verizon DSL, and it was, they said, keyword up to 3 megabit down, 1 megabit up. What we actually got was more like 1.5 to 2 down and maybe about 0.5 up. Basically it worked good when we first got it, and now our new internet is through a kind of a local telecom company, and it's a fiber, so we're getting 100 up, 100 down. So the 100 up is that's awesome. Even people I know that live like in what we would call the city area, they're able to get cable, and their download speeds are 200, 220, 250, but their upload speeds are only like 20 or 30. So the 100 up is amazing for us. Hi, glad. Hi, Caden. I'm glad that I made your day. Yeah, I've missed being able to do videos just because being too busy. Yeah, the previous internet was just basically useless. It worked, it did work, but there was many times where, oh crap, we gotta get that video up today or whatever. So we'd drive over to town and sit in the McDonald's parking lot and connect to the Wi-Fi and upload at McDonald's. So that was, yeah. When I have time, I do play some video games. Mostly like sim games, kind of like not the Sims, SimCity back in the day. Lately, Factorio, when I get a little bit of time. and things like that. First time mom. It's. Can I? Here, I'll try to post a link for it. I think I can do that. I'm assuming this is still streaming while I'm on the internet, right? Yeah. Yep, there we go, right there. And then I can do this, right? Can I do this? Ooh, ooh, ooh. I think. Let me know if the link works. Yeah, I would have been extremely happy with 50 down, 5 to 10 up. Yeah, that would have been awesome. Like I said, yeah, when we first moved here, when we first built our house and stuff, there was no internet here at all. I guess maybe we could have got dial up, but why even bother? And I was one of the first people when the DSL became available in our area. I was one of the first people hooked up. I actually called and talked to Verizon, and they're like, "No, we don't have internet there. We can't provide it to you." I'm like, "I know it's here. I know it's hooked up." I talked to the guy that was actually installing it, and they like transferred me around. Eventually, talked to the right person, but staring contest. I guess I could do one. I mean, it's not like I know I get the. So I've kind of started, if you hadn't noticed. Maybe I just blinked, but yeah, I definitely just blinked there. Okay. All right. Are we ready? 3, 2, 1. All right. So I'm going to try to keep my eyes open and try to do the staring contest, but a little background on it. The only reason I ever started doing them is because I used to get tons of comments saying how he never blinks. Oh, I can't do it up here. Where I am recording this right now is the attic of my garage. The intent was, when I moved this computer up here, was to use this as like an editing area. But it's just like it's a full attic. I can stand up and stuff, but it's not full walls on the outside. So like, it's fairly small, but it's not sealed to downstairs in the garage. So anytime I'm doing any woodworking downstairs or anything like that, all the dust ends up here. And so like, you can't, I can't really show you because I don't, anyway, but like my keyboard is covered in dust. There's dust all over like the edges of my monitors and all sorts of stuff. So it's really dusty up here. It's also like 90 degrees because it's upstairs. You might be able to hear the fan. I got a fan running in the one window. So yeah, today's not a good day for a staring contest. Good to see you too. Yeah, the staring contest that was just from all the people commenting. Oh, thank you so much. It was just people commenting about, oh, he never closes his eyes. Yes, the plastic. It was past the 70s. I don't think I ever had a computer that had one of those dust covers, but I know exactly what you're talking. Yes, I did. I had a Commodore 128 that had the plastic that went over the whole keyboard. I mean, the keyboard was the computer, so the plastic cover went over the whole thing. No, what I need to do, and I plan on doing it, I just so busy with everything else, is I plan on insulating the attic. And when I do that, I'm going to seal the openings at the edge, and then I'm going to sheetrock and actually turn this into like an office area. because I've lost all the rooms in my house to kids. 3 kids. When we originally built the house, we built it with 2 bedrooms, and now we have 4 bedrooms. So, because that was another one of my projects, especially last summer during shut the COVID and shutdown and all that. I was home all the time. I was still working, but because of no, it's not bad news. You're good. You can always watch it again later if you want. Basically, I've been busy. But back last summer and stuff, because of COVID, everything was shut down, so we weren't going anywhere. And it wasn't so much work because I was still working, but the weekends, every weekend we were just home, not doing anything. So I was able to do a lot of projects last summer. And thank you so much. Thank you very much. So we got so much stuff done, and one of them, a couple of big projects I got done last summer was turned another room, which used to be where my computer was set up, my editing room, turned that into a bedroom for my middle child, and put a bathroom in the basement. We originally only had 1 bathroom now, so I put another bathroom in the house. So between the bathroom and another bedroom, and then we also painted the garage, cleaned the garage, like 2 giant dumpsters full of junk we got rid of. Stained my whole deck. Lots of projects. We did a lot of stuff last summer. So that's but anyway, so now my current on my to-do list is turning my attic and the garage into a office / editing area, streaming area, basically streaming setup. That's what I really want to get built now that I have internet. No problem. Don't worry about interrupting my flow. There isn't much of a flow. It doesn't seem like anyway. I'm just kind of rambling. And it's amazing there's still 14 of you here watching me ramble. Why and how you start? Where do you learn? Why and how I'm going to break your question up a little bit. Why I started? Because when I started, there was a lot less people doing it. It was still fairly new. Now there's so many creators that are really, really good. But back when I started, there wasn't that much out there. And so I decided, hey, why not? I'll give it a try. I'll help and, give back to the community, add some more videos, just because the more that's out there, then there's, there's more variety, more to choose from. And I just thought, hey, every time one more person adds a little bit more, there's more there for us. So that was basically why I started. It was just because there wasn't that much that back then. Because I started in like 2015, I think. Probably if I open up my channel here somewhere, it tells me when I started. I think it was 2015. So that's why. How? So I'd been thinking about it for a while, about starting a channel. And the thing that was kind of holding me back was I didn't have a camera or microphone or anything really. The only camera I had was, yes, a cell phone camera, but keep in mind 2015. It wasn't, the cameras weren't as good on the phones back then. So, and the only other camera I really had was a GoPro. I had a Hero 3, I think it was. And you couldn't, and so that was the only camera I had. It was the Hero 3. And the microphones on those were awful. And there was a company that started a Kickstarter for a binaural microphone for the GoPros. And it actually plugged right into the port on the GoPro. And then it came with actually 2 microphones. And the idea was you could hook them to each side of your like helmet or something like that. So that way a viewer of your GoPro videos, like if you had your GoPro mounted on your helmet or something, so for view, they'd also get 3D audio with the video. And I was like, those would be perfect. It's a microphone that plugs directly into the GoPro. I have a GoPro. So I pledged to back them. I think it was like, I don't even remember how much it was, $50 or $100 maybe. Anyway, the Kickstarter, it did not get funded. They didn't raise enough. So after it ended and they didn't raise enough, they sent out emails to everybody that had pledged and said, we're going to run a batch of them anyway, and we will sell them to you, the first, however many people sign up and order a set. And I remember it when I got that notification of that email. We were actually grocery shopping in Walmart, walking right by the milk. That's how much I remember it. And I just stopped walking and immediately clicked and ordered them right from them. And I had them like a week or two, or no, maybe it was a month or two. It was a little while. I had them late, whenever they made them and sent them. But every set they ordered, they actually hand numbered what the which number it was. So they were like, and I had pair number 6. They were 006. So that's how I started, was with a GoPro Hero 3 and that microphone that plugged directly into the GoPro. And then what was your other question? My light technique, I didn't learn it. That's just basically, I learned it based on what I like to watch. I was trying to replicate the things that I liked and worked for me. And I think that's, honestly, I think that's how any ASMR creator really creates those certain triggers. It's things that have worked for them, things that they know they enjoy, that and or things that they get a bunch of feedback from people. Hey, I really like this. I really liked it when you did this. I really liked the way you were doing this, or whatever, that type of stuff. But I think it starts with us replicating what we like to see and what works for us. So, and the lights, I started realizing that I was constantly picking, when I was watching videos, I was constantly picking videos, especially cranial nerve exams, things like that, where the thumbnail showed them shining the flashlight. And you'd sit there and watch the video, and I'm watching it just for that, 30 seconds that they used the flashlight. And that's when I started going, I need to do just a full video about lights, because I can't be the only person that likes the lights. And then it just, boom. And now there's a lot of you that like the lights. A lot of us that like the lights. We are the moths of ASMR. Let's see. Your account created November 2nd, 2015. Yeah, okay. That's what I thought. I thought it was 2015. Incredible Polo. Either I'm finally getting used to the heater, it's actually cooling down. I did, like I said, I don't know if you can hear the fan running, but I do have a fan running, so I imagine that's finally starting to help because it is getting a little better in here. But wow. Yeah, so as I was saying earlier, I just kind of threw together this setup, and shockingly, this aesthetic, other than you can kind of see the corner of my desk over here, this background where it's like completely black and all you see is me, like you can't even see that. I've tried to do that for a very long time. Ever since I first got a black background, I've always wanted it to look like this, and I've never been able to do this before. So I don't know how I just threw it together and it worked. What you usually play? As far as what do I usually play? What? Hi, Heather. Do I have a favorite ASMR channel? Yes, several, many. I think we all do. Okay, Gilberto, I'll get back to that in just a second. Let me finish up this part. Probably my favorite is Jelly Bean Green. She's done several like trigger videos, but many of her videos, I really like her style and her sense of humor. She just does really good videos. Another one who some of you might know, he hasn't done videos in forever, but Paul Artwork. His light trigger videos were amazing. Video games. I guess I don't know what the technical genre name is, but like Factorio is the one that I keep coming back to. Base building sim games, automation, something like that. Oh, good. Yeah, 3 a.m. Get in bed. Hopefully, you don't get to go to work or school or anything too early tomorrow. Thanks for stopping in, though. Yeah, base building type. Like I said, Factorio is a big one. And then things like that. Yes, Paul Artwork's videos did disappear off YouTube. He's got some new videos he's put back on, but they're not ASMR videos really. I guess they could be for some people, but I shouldn't say it that way. They still anything could be ASMR videos. But his reason for taking them off was because he got a job that had something to do with TV, I think he was saying. And part of them hiring him, for some reason, he had to take down or at least turn off his YouTube content for some reason. I don't remember exactly what was going on. He didn't really explain it real well. He just kind of that's basically what he said. Something to the effect of he got a job in TV and they didn't want him to have his own YouTube channel or something. Age of Empires. No. I think I did a while ago. I may have played a demo or something. But I don't think so. soft spoken. I prefer to whisper. It depends on the person and the type of video. Really, is what it boils down to. If it's a role play type video, then I usually prefer soft spoken. It feels more real, I think, than whispered. Yeah, that's basically it for me. Is I usually prefer soft spoken. Sometimes whispering, like I said, depending on the video, is perfectly fine. Or if there is a reason in the role play to be whispering, such as like you're conveying secrets or that type of thing, then that's fine too. But like a doctor role play type thing, no, I'd prefer soft spoken. I'll look into Age of Empires. Like I said, my big thing is time. I usually don't have a ton of time. I haven't really played much of anything in a little while. I assume it's on Steam. That's usually where, if I get things, I usually get them on Steam. Yeah, I agree. I don't like mouth sounds either. I mean, like, obviously, like normal talking and stuff, and you get a little bit of like tongue click or something that's happening while you're talking. Like, that's not purposely mouth sounds. That's fine. Yes, yes, Heather. Dr. Z will make a return. How quickly, I don't know. It's just a matter of time. I know, we talked about the family channel a little while ago, and so I know you watched that, and you haven't seen me on there much, have you? That I don't know if even Clarissa had mentioned it in the videos or not, but I did get a new job, and I'm still working my other job, so I'm doing 55, 60 hours a week. So basically, I've just been real busy during the week, and then I don't feel like, and then there's so much just projects and stuff to do at the house that I'm always so busy doing that stuff on the weekend. So I don't really have a whole lot of time right now. Hopefully soon things will be getting a little better. But it's not too bad because the new job is, I'm still so new at the new job that like I'm not really doing a whole lot yet. So it's not like real stressful or real intensive yet. So it's not, it sounds bad, but it's fairly easy what I'm doing so far. So it's just time. Yeah, yes, that's basically it. It's a update. Yeah, because I feel bad seeing all the comments. Zach, are you okay? I hope everything's okay. I hope and numerous times over the years I've said that. It's okay, Gilberto. I'll check into it then. Over the years I've said this numerous times. If you're ever wondering if there's anything wrong, you can always check out the vlog channel. But yeah, no, it's as I said earlier at the beginning of the stream, the 2 times a year that I'm just in the summer, I'm so busy with work and stuff. And then in the middle of the winter, it's so cold where I record. There's been times where I've been recording standing on ice, literally. Like, was that 2-3 years ago? My garage flooded like January and then froze. There was like 2 inches of ice covering the whole garage floor. So I was literally standing on ice. I was recording a video. So those are the 2 times a year. It's really hard for me to do a whole lot because, so basically I usually do a bunch of videos in the fall and a bunch of videos in the spring. And then that's That's when I can. Maybe I shouldn't post them all so fast and let them spread out more. But I don't know, any of you that have ever done any, video creation or artwork or anything on the creative end of doing stuff, it's really hard to do something that you're really excited and you want people to see, and then hold it and wait a week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks to release. It's like, oh, I want to post it. So I probably should try to spread it out more so there isn't such a big gap in my time between postings, but it's hard to do. New York. Thanks, Jason. Yeah, like I said, it's just hard seeing all those messages as, asking if I'm okay and asking, where I am, if I'm coming back and whatnot. And that's basically why I got on here tonight and did this. Because it just finally clicked with me the night that, oh yeah, I can stream now that we have internet. Yeah, Gilberto, I said it just a second ago, but New York, not New York City, New York State. Yes, upstate. There you go. Yeah, up in the Adirondacks, in the Adirondack Mountains. So yeah, we get quite a bit of snow. Great to see you too. Yeah, I don't know how much longer I'm gonna go here. I mean, it depends on everybody else. There's 25 of you now. I'm surprised there's so many people here. I mean, did I show the flashlight in the thumbnail? Should I even turn the flashlight on? Yes, that's one of those other triggers I think is greatly underutilized and underappreciated. Anticipation triggers. I think I tend to incorporate them more often than other people, but and then some people, and that was part of that whole thing that triggered the staring contest stuff. That's what I was doing in that one video right way back. It was a skin examination video or something. That was the whole intent of that, like 10, 15, 20 second, whatever it is, pause of just me staring at you. There were so many comments of people thinking the video froze, but that was the idea. That one was an anticipation trigger. Greetings from AR. Where's AR? Yes, Heather Feather did. Yes. Has she posted much in a while? She posted something a little while ago, but she hasn't posted a lot, has she? Yair Zitzman. Where are you from? It's AR, but I'm not sure where. I'm not sure where that is. Ryan. Yeah, light triggers. I don't know why there isn't more. I feel like there's a bunch of people that can do them good and have done them, and they just do it as like one video once a year, and which I get. If it's not something they enjoy, then I don't blame them for not doing it. Oh, it's a flag? Okay. Oh, Argentina. Okay, that makes sense. Cool. Thank you for explaining that. I don't know why I didn't show up as a flag either. Yeah, the flashlight stuff. Like I said, it was just I realized I enjoyed it, and nobody else was. Um, seemed like nobody else was doing it. Yeah, I don't. There's a lot of people over the years that have had a really good following, a really big fan base, and then just kind of disappeared. Um, so yeah, I don't know what that is. How many of you remember what was his channel name? I still follow him on Twitter. Let me see if I can find his channel. The Whispering Guy, maybe was his channel. Let me go to Twitter and see if I can find him. Does anybody remember the Whispering Guy? I think that was what his name was. Do. Anybody? Nobody knows who I'm talking about? It's Duff the Psych on Twitter. Robert Duff. He's a psychologist. Yes, psychologist. Does self-help and mental health ASMR and stuff. Or not ASMR, sorry, mental health. He used to do whispering videos back before, I want to say before the term ASMR really started. He was called I'm pretty sure it was the Whispering Guy. Anybody else going with that? Same as before Heather and past issues with Stalker. Oh, yeah. But yeah, I feel like he had a ton of subscribers back in the day, and then he finished up with his PhD and stuff, and he does psychology now, and kind of got out of the ASMR stuff. Yeah, isn't that a strange thing? Because I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. I've been really lucky in this fact that I used to get migraines when I was a kid, like 5th, 6th, 7th grade. And then, but so it's been a long time. That luckily I haven't had any since then. But aren't so those of you that do get migraines, don't typically bright lights make it worse or uncomfortable? And then being able to watch a light trigger video helps. And aren't our brains just amazing? Yeah, I it's definitely one of those weird things. You would never, want to sit there and stare at a flashlight in real life, but on the screen, it's a totally different experience. Though sometimes bright lights in real life too. Just root beer, but it's Saranac root beer, which if you can get it, if you're anywhere in my area, you probably can get it. It's really good. Oh, the flashing lights didn't work so well, Heather. Yeah, I can understand that. That might be a bit of an issue. Yes, I agree. Paul artwork stuff was amazing. And for the person that asked what I was drinking, now I'm switching and going with Saranac ginger beer. Which if any of you like ginger ale, if you have never tried a ginger beer, it's a much stronger ginger to it. My light don't make it better, but the tingle. Oh, okay. Right. That's true. It's probably more so the ASMR than it is the lights. And the lights are just causing the trigger of the ASMR. Get to bed then. 4 hours. I basically did that last night. I think I had about 5 hours sleep. 4.5 hours sleep, something like that. Are storm or pressure based and not light. I would imagine it's probably different for everybody too. Just like many things. All right. Yeah, I think I can give you maybe 3 more minutes. Round it out at an even hour. Where have I been? At work. That's basically the gist of everything. Is I've been at work. Just busy. Hopefully soon here, things should start slowing down a little bit. Probably come. I don't know. Hopefully soon. I keep saying to myself all the time that I got to get out and record more videos. This weekend, I'm going to make a big push to getting my garage cleaned back out again, which is where I record usually. That's a big part of it, is that in the process of doing projects, things tend to get scattered around in the garage and not always get picked up completely. And the garage is just a good collect-all place for stuff, which just slowly crowds in my recording area. So this weekend I plan on making a good push to getting the garage cleaned out, which would free up being able to record in there again easier. Though kind of liking this. That's the other thing. Hopefully I can start doing more live streams, maybe get into a schedule. So that's basically an update for you. So I mean, basically, thanks for sticking around. Thanks for chatting with me. I'm hoping by the time I do another live stream that I'll be able to get some of this stuff figured out a little better. And like I said, the next video, for those of you that didn't hear, that weren't here earlier, you're going to see a bunch of changes. New logo and new video intro, outro, that stuff. Had somebody put together a little new intro and stuff for me, and new logo and stuff. So, and I actually had that done a couple months ago. I just haven't had a chance to edit a video and put them into it. So that's something else to look forward to. I'm excited to see what everybody thinks about those. I hope you like those. But thanks for hanging out and chatting with me for a little bit. And all right, have a good night, and I'll see you next time.